I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. Last week we talked about problem solving, and this week we're going to talk about solving Sally's problem. And Sally has a problem of her taking too long doing her classwork or taking too long doing her test, because she'll get on a problem or might not know the answer, and she'll just sit there and think and think and think because she doesn't have confidence in herself, and she's not sure if A is the answer or if B is the answer. She'll double guess herself. So, to fix this problem, let's say the problem. The problem is Sally is taking too long with her test or her classwork. So a solution to this problem would be to make sure that Sally goes with her first instinct, goes with the first one that answer comes into her mind, and to have confidence in herself, to know that she is smart and she can get it done. So, next time you might have a problem like Sally, remember those things. Have a good day.
Good morning, students. Today we're going to talk about a very itchy subject, head lice. What are lice? Lice are tiny insects that don't have wings that like to live on our heads. They crawl around and they like to dig in our scalp and drink blood. They also hang out in our hair. An adult lice is actually about this size. If you look really close up, this is what he looks like. But he's really about the size of a sesame seed on your hamburger bun. That's pretty small. And a younger lice is even smaller and very hard to see. What do they do besides eat on our scalp and hang out in our hair? Well, they also lay eggs. The eggs are called nits. This is a nit that is really close up on our hair. It makes a very sticky substance that causes it to stick to our hair. Inside that nit is another louse that's about to be born. They hatch out in our hair and get more and more lice. This is what our hair might look like with nits in it. The nits can be dark brown or black or yellow or white. Whenever the lice gets in our hair, it can make our hair feel very, very itchy. So what do we need to do about head lice? Well, anybody can get head lice, and it doesn't mean that you're not clean if you get head lice or that something's wrong with you. But it's very, very important to get rid of lice. Your mom or dad may need to go to the store and buy a special shampoo that goes on your hair when it's dry. That shampoo will need to sit in the hair for a little while, and then Mom and Dad can follow the directions and shampoo your hair with it, rinse it out, and then comes the hard part. Your mom or dad will need to go through every piece of your hair with a special comb so that they can get rid of the nits. It's very important to do this part because the shampoo gets rid of the live lice in your hair, but the combing out of the nits get rid of the eggs so that they don't hatch and become a problem all over again. So they're going to be going through each piece of your hair, and you'll have to be very patient, but it's very important. They'll also need to wash your pillow, pillowcase, and sheets, stuffed animals in hot water and dry them in the dryer. Vacuum any carpets or couches that you have, and they'll also need to check your brothers and sisters and themselves for lice. How do we get lice? We get lice from each other. Although our pets and other animals can have a form of lice, they don't get people lice and we don't get their lice. So you get lice from each other. So we need to make sure that we're not touching our heads against one another to where our hair can get on each other and the lice can crawl out of one person's hair into another's hair. We don't share hairbrushes or hats or combs or jackets. Anything that goes on the head of someone else should not go in your head. Also, you need to make sure when you have sleepovers and things like that you're not sleeping right next to somebody's head, because that's the way head lice can spread. So, when Miss Michelle comes around to your classroom and checks your hair, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for nits or lice so that your parents can take care of that for you if you have it. If you start to feel itchy, there's lots of things that can make your scalp feel itchy, but you do want to get your parents to check your hair if you're feeling itchy. All right, take care.